Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining another YouTube video. Today we are going to be tying a pale evening dun. Great fly here in Southern Ontario. Typically for, I would say, mid-May to late June, especially in the evenings. A big key to this fly is making sure it rides really flat on the water. So in the vise I have a size 16 dry fly hook. For the thread, I'm going to be using a 12-aught wax white thread by Semperfly. And to get things started, I'm just going to start my thread and lay down a nice thread base. I'm going to bring that just before the hook bend. We're going to tie in our tail. For that, I'm going to be using some dry fly tail fibers. They're in a colored light dun. Try your best to keep these perfectly aligned. They are very, very thin. And I'd say you probably want these at about a hook length. So that looks about right. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do some loose wraps underneath to help keep those fibers up straight. Lock those in. Now we're about ready to tie in the wings, and for that I'm going to be using some white CDC. It's got some great floating properties, and what I've done here is I've cut off the tip, which made that sort of V shape, because the ones up top, they were very, very straight, looked a little unnatural. For the wings, we want them about a hook's length as well. That's about right. So I'm gonna nip off the ends here. I'm going to bring these up and do some wraps in the front. Just to make it stand up. I'm going to bring that back towards the tail. And we're going to start tying in our body or abdomen. For that, I'm going to be using a pale evening dun dubbing by Superfine. You only need a pinch. You really want to have a slim, tapered body on this fly. I'm just going to push these forward to get them out of my way. It makes dubbing a bit easier. I'm going to do a couple wraps in front as well. And that's just gonna help cover up some of the other wraps from the underside of the fly. Now we're ready to tie in our hackle. For that, I'm gonna be using a natural rooster saddle. And you can see this one's actually very, very, very small. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, you want this fly to ride really straight on the water. So I'm just nipping off some of the threads to expose the stem. And I'm going to tie that on an angle in the front here. And I like to leave a little bit of a longer stem so that when I start my wraps behind the wing, I have some room. Just gonna really lock that down. Now if you want, you can continue some of your dubbing, which I'm going to do here. Again, just a touch I need here. I'm going to grab my hackle pliers. And I'm actually going to start my hackle wraps behind the wing. And I like these ones pretty sparse, so I'll do maybe no more than 2 in the back. And then I'll bring the wings forward, or back I should say. And I'll do about 2 or 3 in front here. And I'll tie that, secure that in. Then I'm going to start building up a little head. Now ready to whip finish. For that I'm just using a pen so I can get some nice small finishes in there. And now we'll come in and do some spot checks, see if there's any trapped fibers. And you want to make sure right here that your hackle is aligning nice and straight with the hook point. And that'll make it ride nice and flat. And there you have it, guys. That is one pale evening done, size 16. Give it a shot. Wish you luck in the water. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.